cross-chain transactions. And on HipSafe, HipSafe supports multiple cross chains, but for this milestone, we have just Base and Optimism, just to keep things simple and to test easily. So I will be taking you through the UI flow, while a teammate of mine will take us through what goes on behind the scene on the blockchain level. So Base. I currently have Base chain connected to this app right now. As you can see, I have some test Base ETH and I have some test USDC, Base USDC. I also have some test Optimism ETH and some test Optimism USDC. So I'll just take you through launching a token here on ApeSafe. So just for this test sake, I would say the token's name is one whole token. Put in the ticker one HTK. So I can put in any image, and since the socials are optional, I'll just go on with launching the token. So I'll sign the first pop-up. There'll be two pop-ups which my teammate will be explaining. So I'll sign the first pop-up, and right after the first pop-up is completed, it will automatically bring up a second one. This represents the actual launching of the token. Yeah, so now it says that my token is live on Base testnet, and here is the wallet address that I can check it with, and I can go back home. So since we don't have much time in the video, I'll just go back home to transact this new token. Currently, we have the Wormhole token here on the table list. So once I click into it, I can buy, I can sell, and I can mint cross-chain. So since I'm connected to Base network, I would quickly try to purchase an amount of Wormhole tokens using USDC here on Base network. So let me confirm how much USDC I have left in the wallet. I have 1.60 Base USDC left in the wallet, so I'll purchase 0.0, let's just say 0.2 worth of Wormhole token. Also here there will be two pop-ups which my teammate would be explaining the reason for what is going on behind the scenes. So here is the first confirmation then the second one is to actually buy the token on Base. So we can confirm that by checking the wallet again once it is complete, the transaction is complete, to confirm that we actually have that token bought. So yeah, we check the wallet again, and yeah, we see that our USDC has been deducted and we have 1.4 USDC now. If we check the history, I think it's updating. Okay. Yeah, it shows here that we have 0.10 Wormhole tokens purchased on the Base chain. So I can also decide to sell an amount of my Wormhole token. Since I have 0.1, I can sell 0.05 back to USDC. So this is straightforward. This should just have a single confirmation. So I'll be confirming the transaction. Signing the transaction. Yeah. Yeah, cool. So it says here that I have sold 0.05 of my WOMO token. So confirming from my wallet again, I see that my WOMO token has reduced and the USDC equivalent has been added to USDC here. Cool. So quickly, I would also perform a multi-chain transaction between by buying a portion of Optimism token here on Base. So I'll switch my network to Optimism Sepolia. So I have, like I said before, I have 8 USDC on Optimism chain. So I will be buying, I want to buy an amount of one more token on Base with my Optimism USDC. So let's say I want to, since I have 8 USDC, I'll just buy one USDC worth. I'll buy one USDC worth of token. Sorry, I need to be sure that this is recording. Okay, cool. I'll buy one USDC worth of token. So this is going to have 2 pop-ups also. Anson, please confirm that this is recording.
Yeah, it's recording.
Okay, cool. All right, so the second confirmation, I mean, the second sign-in is to actually buy the token on Optimism. Buy it with Optimism on Base, I mean. So quickly try to confirm that I already have the wallet, I already have the wallet address here to confirm this transaction. Just give me a second. Yeah. So on the token transfer section, I want to be sure of how much optimism token I have on Base. Okay. I think this would take a bit of time. One more refresh, I believe. All right, so this is me 4 seconds ago, and I bought one USDC. So if I click on the transaction hash here, I should be able to see that I see here that I have 0.4910 token on Base. So I'll quickly demo selling this also using Wormhole system. So since I am still on my Optimism chain, I want to sell some amount of Wormhole back to the Base USDC. So this is what I'll do. Since I have 0.49, I'll just sell 0.2 watt back to Base. Yes, so sign the transaction. Yeah, so this says sold Wormhole, selling 0.2 of Wormhole. Please check Wormhole for status. So this particular link here shows it redirects us to Wormhole scan to see the process of this particular transaction. So clicking on it would show the transaction status so that users can test from Wormhole. I mean, check the status on Wormhole scan. Yeah, just like this. All right. So now the final part to actually show is the minting part. So this means I want to move my portion of Optimism token, the tokens I have on Base, my Optimism token on Base. I want to move it total, like absolutely to Optimism chain. So what I can do is I would have to change my network back to Base since I'll be making the transaction from Base. Give me a second. So here it says that mint your wormhole token from base. So you should enter a wormhole amount that you want to mint. So since we had 0.49 tokens on base, optimism token on base, and we already sold zero point 0.2. Now I'd like that I'd say that we sell we mint zero point 0.2 back to optimism. So I'm saying zero point 0.2 worth of wormhole token mint now. And I sign the transaction. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so it says minting wormhole, check status here. This also would redirect us to a wormhole scanner where we see the status of this minting, because the minting is handled by wormhole. So it is minting 0.2 of wormhole token. Please check wormhole scanner for status. So once I click on this, I can see the status. So based on previous tests, the wormhole scanner takes about 20 to 15 to 20 minutes for this to be completed. So once this particular minting stage is completed, you can check your Rainbow wallet again to see if you now have the wormhole token that we created here on Optimism, directly on Optimism. Yes, so I believe before the end of this presentation, we should already have that. Yeah, thank you. Anthony.
So basically what happens behind the scene is on base Epolia, we have a base ERC20 token factory, which actually creates base ERC20 tokens. And it doesn't just stop at creating base ERC20 tokens. It then communicates with Optimism Sepolia and tells Optimism Sepolia that, oh, I want to actually deploy a peer or a clone of this token on Optimism Sepolia for us. And we use that using this thing. We use that using Proto CCTP, which is a protocol on top of Circle CCTP, which is based upon the trust of that the attestation of the transaction would always be confirmed or verified. So this guy then takes in the base ERC20 address of token that we made that we've deployed on base ERC20 token here and passes the same address here and passes wormhole's relayer address also to that base ERC20 to the contract on Optimism. So on Optimism, we have a PF factory also, and this gets called after this gets deployed, seconds after this guy gets deployed. So what happens is this guy needs this guy because when a transaction is being bought on chain here and a transaction is minted, we use wormhole to update the state over here. So when somebody clicks on I want to buy if I want to buy a particular token, what's happening? We're actually just taking in USDC and using Circle CCTP to pass it over to base Sepolia chain. Now, the token on base Sepolia stays on base Sepolia. Yes, we have like the managing of accounts that stays, oh, this token belongs to this particular person on this chain. We're managing it by the account, but this token stays on this chain and it doesn't get returned back to this chain. And that's like where wormhole comes in. So wormhole comes in because we use wormhole to handle the minting of the tokens on this chain, on this other chain. So we use it to like handle the accounts on this other chain. Now, when we then also want to sell the token on this other chain, we also still then use wormhole over here to actually just transfer the states that, oh, I want to sell this particular token. And wormhole also then communicates over here to us and says, sell this particular token. So basically, this is like the flow that happens behind the scene. So yeah, thank you.